good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the Inner Sanctum, otherwise known as my office. Kind of a strange twist of events has happened here. We've been in this house almost 6 months, and we're changing locations. So as you can imagine, the workshop is just in shambles at the moment. Here we are a couple of days before Christmas, and as soon as Christmas holiday is over, in about 3 weeks after that, we're packing up and moving. We're staying in the same location. Geographic wise, we're just moving on to the base. So that is where things are at and why I am in my office at the moment. But I did want to talk a little bit about one of the projects that has kind of walked in the door, and is, especially this time of year, it might be a little too late if you have already bought something for someone who wants to play guitar, but I've got one of those too good to be true specials that has walked in the door. Doing a favor for a buddy of mine and taking a look at it, and it has some issues, and it has taken quite a bit of work to get it close to where it needs to be. So we'll talk about that. The Peace Electric Acoustic. Let's take a look. So here we are. Peace, P-E-A-C-E. Peace Instruments is what it says, and if we take a look, you can kind of see that a little bit. Zero information about where this comes from, who sold it. There's a receipt in the gig bag it came with from Korea. So it looks like it was maybe made, I don't know, for the Korean domestic market, and it's all fancy because it's got English on it. I don't know. Worked out to like $180 or something like that. Was picked up at a secondhand shop, was my understanding, for cheaper than that. It's got some issues, and it's taken quite a bit of work. The body is in decent shape. The braces on the inside are, they're okay. They're tapered. There's, it's a nice fit on the inside of it. The bridge was super duper tall. The action right up here at the 12th fret, I don't know, probably about a quarter mile between the fret and the strings, and the neck in it had just a tremendous bow. It had a neck that just had a warp in it like a banana. Looked exactly like a bow and arrow would look like. So I took all the tension off of it, took the strings off of it, released the truss rod, and I just let it sit for 3 or 4 days to kind of even out, just kind of adjust to nothing, try to get it back to nothing out of that cranked up shape. And then we put new strings on it, strung it up, and then through the process of retensioning the strings and readjusting the truss rod, it's not bad. It's supposed to go to a kid for Christmas, and it's okay. We had to shave the bridge down to get it dropped down. I think it'll be okay. It's got 13s on it right now. My advice, if it's going to a kid, is I'd go 11s, maybe even a little smaller than that if it's a smaller kid. The fingerboard was dried out. There's a big crack right in through here that kind of goes with the grain. It's not going to affect it any. There's a sunk-in dot. There's a chip out here. I mean, the finish isn't really great. Right now, I'm trying to get this. I don't know if you can hear that. That is the edges of the frets where they just nipped them off after installing them, and they didn't finish them out. And I don't want this kid to get his new guitar for Christmas and to be tearing his hands all up. So we're taking the file and we're getting those filed down, and getting the ends hammered back in to where they need to be. But those are some issues that you kind of have to look at, you know, when you're buying, you know, a second-hand guitar. The back of it's really, like I said, it's pretty nice. The finish is okay. The electronics work. It's got a 4-band or a 3-band EQ with a presence control on it as well, and it works. We tried it out in the office the other day. So I think for some kid's first guitar, it'll be okay. If you're going to buy a second-hand acoustic guitar, take along a couple of quarters with you. If you can slide a quarter in between the frets and the strings up around here, and it's not too much of a gap, you're okay. If you can put 2 quarters in there, you might want to go somewhere else, because this is off and on about 5 days worth of work, just from adjusting and then letting it sit, and then come back and adjusting and letting it sit, and letting all of that stuff work out. So there we are, the Peace Acoustic-electric guitar, secondhand special. Not too bad, but boy, I sure am glad I'm not paying a shop to do all this work, because it's worth much more than probably what the guitar is. So alright, let's give her a little go. This is all adjusted. I did sanded the bridge down a little bit more. The neck is not bad. I don't know if you can tell by looking down that neck. There's a little bit of bow in it, but it's not too bad. It flattens out where it joins the body like it normally does. It's okay. I'm not totally happy with it, but it's playable now. Before it wasn't. So here we are. Not bad. It's a little harsh, but that's just wood. I mean, that's just what they built it with. I'd be happy to find this under the tree if I was like 12 years old. Ring's really nice. Got a good sustain to it. It plays all of the 7 chords that I know very well, so. It's about to kill my fingers because it's got 13s on it, and I don't play 13s. It feels like I'm playing with power cables on it, but that's what we had. The guy that I'm setting this up for, that's what he had available, so that's what we're going to run with. But yeah, so there we go. It's playable, it's doable. I think it'd be a good thing to learn on. The Peace 6-string, made in China. Couldn't tell you where to get one because I can't find anything about it on the interwebs. So there you go. Merry Christmas, folks. Be sure to hug the folks that you're with, the folks that you're not with. Let them know that you wish you were there with them. And if you got to be with people you can't stand, just grin and bear it. Ooh, looks like my cat's going to make an appearance. Say Merry Christmas, Adolf. Alright. Merry Christmas, folks.